Hello, George.
Joe, did you see the kids on your way in?
No.
We've got trouble, and I want to keep it from them for as long as possible.
Oh, what kind of trouble?
This. It came this morning.
So, finally the Eagle West Lumber Company is going to log the ridge, eh? Well, that's progress.
Here's the route of the new sluice. How's that for progress?
Oh, but they can't. The fort is on parkland.
That's what I thought. But come on. We'll discuss it on the way.
On the way to where?
To the mill to see Mr. West. Darby, if the kids come by, tell them I've gone to the Eagle West Mill and we'll be back at noon.
Well, what's up?
Read those papers on my desk. And keep it to yourself.
There were 3 of them.
Well, there were before.
I guess that's the one guy standing on guard.
Look, there are 4 of us. Why don't we just walk up there and take our things back?
No, let's go and get George.
But will our things be safe?
Casey. Casey, come here, boy. Go get him. Nice, Dodge. George wouldn't go out to the mill without saying why, Darby.
Well, he did. And he said he'd be back by noon.
Well, we need help out at the fort.
Look, first thing this morning, there were some men from Eagle West out there. Now, what's going on?
Chubb, I want to talk to you. Excuse us, Darby. Gang! Come on. This is why George went to the mill.
They're gonna wreck the fort. I bet you George went to stop them.
But he left before he knew.
Knew what?
That they've started. But they've already emptied the fort out. Left one guy standing on guard, and the other 2 guys went to get the equipment they need to flatten it. And by the time George gets back, the fort's gonna be a pile of splinters. Let's go. Come on.
Thanks, Darby.
Hey!
Come in. George Keeley. How are you?
Hello, Bill. I'd like you to meet Joe Two Rivers, Mr. West.
How are you? Well, George, what can I do for you?
Well, for a start, you can reconsider the route of the new sluice.
Ha! You got any cheaper suggestions?
No. But I'm sure you can afford to bypass the old Hudson's Bay fort.
Yes, I can. But I won't.
It happens to be very important to some friends of mine. It means a great deal.
George, let's not waste my time and your time. I intend to bring timber in as cheaply and as quickly as possible. Now, you got your copy of the plans for the new sluice? Well, that's it.
Bill, your father would have tried.
I know he would. My father, God rest his soul, was a sucker. Some of the deals he made you wouldn't believe.
Then I better warn you that there is some doubt about your property rights. It was Joe's great-uncle who negotiated the transfer of the title back in 1910. Joe?
Well, so far as I know, Mr. West, my great-uncle was chief at the time. Now, he traded a part of the reservation, the valley that the fort is in, for better trapping land up at Beaver Lake. Now, that would make the valley parkland. George, you tell your friend that there is a 3-party agreement between the government, the Ojibwe tribe, and my father for operational access through the valley.
I intend to verify the details of that agreement by a thorough search of the record.
You do that, George.
You search to your heart's content. But let me warn you. Any interference, and I will not hesitate to go to your superiors. Now, gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, it's been nice talking to you. Both of you.
I'm sorry I exposed you to that. But with luck, we'll make a liar out of him, the Chapmans.
Here come the wreckers.
How are we going to stop that? They'll be in town in 10 minutes.
And in another 10, they'll reach the fort.
I don't care what Mr. West says. We take a lunch break.
Yeah, half hour won't make any difference. Still have plenty of time to knock the fort down before 5. How is this place?
According to Andy, the food is all right.
Oh, Stan, how about a special? It should be quick.
Fine with me.
Can I help you?
Yeah. 2 specials, kid.
2 specials.
Yeah.
Two. Tuna. Specials. Thank you.
Hey. Hey.
Could you please open this?
Who recommended this joint?
Have you found the other one? No. No, just the agreement with the federal government. 1910.
Well, keep looking. We've only got one more book to go.
Eagle West Lumber Company.
You finished? Oh, hold them as long as you can. Okay.
Hey, listen to this. March the 3rd, 1910, the same day. The transfer of title shall in no way interfere with prior access rights granted to William West and Company by the Ojibwe tribe. Oh, nuts. Oh, sorry. 12, 10, 1 more. No, wait. Those rights to extend no more than 65 yards due north of the river and south. The fort is well beyond that point, Joe. Joe?
fresh little green onions. Tuna salad tastes blah without it.
Forget it, kid. We haven't got all day to watch you mince grass.
Oh, but it's worth waiting for the way I do it.
Be sure to thank your pal Andy for me.
How was I to know? It can't be. I filled up back at the camp.
Merv, it's after 1 o'clock.
I know. Don't bug me.
Can I help you?
Hey, Stan, how about that fella? We ran out right by a pump. Fill up, boy, and charge it to the Eagle West Lumber Company.
Right you are, sir.
You know, it'd be just our luck if West drove through town about now.
Fair chance. The work here's got back at the mill?
Sir, I'll check your oil.
Yeah, you do that.
Ever since his old man died and he took over, he's been trying to prove to everybody just what a hotshot he is.
Sir, your manifold extractor is clogged. They'll have to replace it.
Oh, yeah, do that. I personally miss the old man. Well, his son is a... what is clogged?
Yeah? I got a funny feeling. Try that engine. These kids, that stuff we cleared out of the fort, I bet it's theirs.
Yeah, we're being sabotaged.
Well, it's their fort or our jobs.
Oh, I would like to get my hands on one of them.
Chub, they're gonna leave the truck and take the bulldozer.
Mike, over here.
I've been looking all over for you. George has phoned Dobby. He says he's got the proof he needs to stop them. He'll be here in about an hour.
An hour?
That'll be too late.
Come on. If the others have their sign up, we can keep those men going round and round.
Lucky for us, the county roads department hasn't moved their stuff.
Well, that looks like a genuine detour.
I wish we had the walkie-talkie. It's terrible just sitting here and wondering what's going on. The suspense is killing me.
Remember that tractor you drove on the farm? Remember how slow it was? Well, bulldozers are slow, too.
Well, I know all that. Say, here's something.
We have been past here before. In fact, from the tracks, we have been past here twice before.
Well, I'll be, Merv, check that fence and see if it's been put in properly.
next part of the plant.
Come in. Well, what brings you back?
We want to have a little talk with you.
A little talk? Look, I'm a busy man. Now clear out of here.
Where's Harvey?
I can't see him. Give me the wrench. Harvey! Harvey! Over here, man! What are you doing here?
That's what I'm doing.
It's a wolf.
Oh, don't be stupid, it's a dog. Okay, kids. I know you're here. Well, call your dog off or so help me, I'll brain it with this. Okay, Superman. Let's go, we've got work to do.
Hey, Merv. Will you look at that?
Oh, no! Just what you think you're doing.
Protecting our property. What do you think you're doing?
Now listen, kids. No hard feelings about those stunts you pulled in town. Hmm? I enjoy a laugh as much as the next guy. But recess is over. So why don't you go all for a swim or something and let us go on with our work? I ask politely. I won't ask again. Okay? Separate them and clear them out of here. Get them out of here.
You just made it in time.
What took you so long?
We had to try everything to stop them.
No, settle down. The fort hasn't been touched.
You know those kids, mister?
Very well.
Then you reason with them. We're way behind with our work and they keep interfering. I don't want to have to call the law in on this, but...
Nor do I. And you should thank them for delaying you. They kept you out of serious trouble.
What's that?
I just drove back from the registry office at Chapman's Landing. According to the records, the Eagle West Lumber Company has no rights to this fort or the property it stands on.
Mr. West does make mistakes.
He has this time. The particular mistake being those rights to extend no more than 65 yards due north of the river.
I'll tell you what we'll do, mister. If the fort is outside the 65 yards, we'll clear out, take the bulldozer back and report to Mr. West. But if the fort is inside the 65 yards, you pile those kids into that truck and get them away from here so we can finish our work. Agreed?
Agreed.
Oh, Harvey here will tag along, just to make sure you don't accidentally lose count. Get on the bulldozer and be ready to go. One way or the other.
Right.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
We're all right, aren't we, Chuck?
Sure, by a dozen yards at least.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 1, 42, 43, 44.
And 20 yards to go. Thank you for your trouble, Ranger.
George, stop them. Do something.
There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry, they have a legal right.
It's not our fault, Mr. West. We would have it down hours ago, but the kids kept getting in our way.
Get it? The fort stays up.
What?
I've changed my mind, you heard me. George. We'll run the sluice around the far side of the ridge. It'll be, cheaper.
Cheaper?
Well, you get that bulldozer out of here. Oh, well, first, get all that stuff back in the fort where you found it. What else? Oh, yes, when you finish that, Merv, the kids have some repair work they want you to do for them.
What work, Joe?
Well, didn't you tell me some of the timber was rotten?
You mean they're gonna replace it?
That's what they mean. Now, can I go?
All right, Joe, let's have it. Who was that old gentleman?
Well, that was Little Eagle.
Little Eagle?
Hmm? The only brave in the tribe who didn't want to move up to Beaver Lake back in 1910. A very old friend of Mr. West's father. You see, my great-uncle left Little Eagle a patch of land. And old Mr. West built his mill in the corner of it. And that's how the company got the name of Eagle West. See, there was a 50-year agreement which has run out now. And Mr. West would like to pretend it never existed. But Little Eagle reminded him today and gave him a choice of leaving the fort alone or moving his mill.
Oh, I wish I'd been there to see Mr. West meet his silent partner for the first time.
Don't push.
I'm not pushing.